It is currently 12:23 p.m. on the 4th of March 2025, and I've just got home. I have not seen yet who has been nominated for the Olivier Awards, and I thought it'd be fun this year to react to the nominees live with you. Well, live for me, not for you. This is pre-recorded. So I'm going to give you my predictions for the nominees this year. We're going to watch live and then we're going to see how wrong I am. But if you haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Ellie. I talk about theatre. I am the most chaotic theatre person on the internet. I do reviews, I do discussions, I do versus brackets and rankings. And if any of that sounds interesting to you, please consider hitting like and subscribe. It really helps me, it helps out the channel. But let's dive in to the nominees for the Olivier Awards 2025. This has been an interesting year. However, I think actually we're going to see a lot of parallels to last year in the nominations. I don't know how much I'm going to eat these words, but I've written down like a list of predictions, both on the musical side and on the play side, and we're going to see how well I do. Let's start with musicals, because on the whole, I saw almost every musical nominated or eligible for nomination this year. The only one so far that I haven't seen is I didn't catch Fiddler. I haven't seen Oliver yet. And I think there's a couple more that are eligible for nomination, including the Dolly Parton musical, which could be eligible at Riverside Studios, and Play On, which played at the Lyric Hammersmith. So let's start with musical predictions. The reason I think this award show is going to be very similar to last year is I think this is going to be another revival-heavy year. Our biggest heavy hitters this year from the season of London Theatre have been Starlight Express and Oliver. And to another part, Hello Dolly. I think these three musicals are going to be battling it out. And if I'm perfectly honest, I think Starlight and Oliver are going to be strong competitors. Obviously, we saw at something like the Watson Stage Awards, Starlight Express did very, very well. But what we got to remember is that is public voting as well. And I think the committee is going to lean very heavily to Oliver in this case. The reason Oliver didn't do as well at the Watson Stage Awards is because of when the eligibility was. It hadn't yet come back to London at that point, so all of the nominations were based off its Chichester run. I think now that Oliver is in London, sat down, I think it's going to do very well. I think Starlight is going to get a lot of the design awards. It's obviously going to get like set, it's obviously going to get costume. There's a lot of awards in those categories that it could nab. I honestly think that there's good comparisons to Sunset and Guys and Dolls last year. But if you're asking me which one I think is going to come out on top, I honestly think nominations may be very similar, because what Starlight has is a lot of potential in the design awards. I think that when it comes to musicals, there's only really two that stand out in my mind being the strongest competitors this year, and that is Benjamin Button and Great Comet of 1812. I think these two are likely going to lead musical nominations. But that's not to count out other new musicals this year, because MJ has a lot going for it. It's got great choreography, and I would be sincerely surprised if it doesn't get a nod in choreography. It's got a lot of great leading cast members. Miles Frost will likely get a nomination. Mitchell Zangaza should get a nomination, and if he doesn't, I'm actually going to be very, very surprised. I think MJ will be the third in Best New Musical, and then a fourth. And that's where I'm not entirely sure, because the fourth could go many different ways. I think it's very likely that it could go somewhere like Mean Girls. Mean Girls may not get nominations in like the wider sense. I don't think Mean Girls is going to do as well in this season as it did on Broadway, especially because the Olivier Awards don't have as many split categories as the Tonys. But I do think it could sneak into Best Musical, and I do think possibly it could get an acting nomination or two. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a supporting actor nod, supporting actress nod, because that cast are very strong. The other musical I think could sneak into Best New Musical is Why Am I So Single? Honestly, if you're asking me, I really do want the fourth to be Why Am I So Single? I think Why Am I So Single is definitely worthy of a Best New Musical nomination. I'm not sure how well it's going to do. My other prediction, Titanic. Titanic could very easily take the fourth spot in Best New Musical. However, I think it's going to place itself into entertainment. I may eat those words, but that's my prediction. Going back to revival, we've got about 5 revivals this year that could all be in that best revival category. Kiss Me Kate, Fiddler, Oliver, Starlight Express, Hello Dolly. These are the 5. However, I do think that, similar to previous years, we are only going to see 4 nominated. I think Dolly, Starlight, Oliver are sure bets. I think it's either going to go to Kiss Me Kate or Fiddler. And if I'm predicting, I know that my opinion on Kiss Me Kate is less favourable, but I do think Fiddler will see itself come out on top. But I do think we're going to see a lot of snubbed musicals this year. Prada, I don't think it's going to get too much. I could see some of its cast getting strong acting nominations. I would be very surprised if Vanessa Williams isn't in Best Actress. I honestly think it could possibly mirror the Watson Stage Awards in this way, where Amy D. Bartolomeo and Vanessa Williams both get acting nods. Will it get the other Best New Musical spot? I don't know. I could see a possibility, but it's not where I'm placing my money. I think there's definitely question marks about eligibility for something like Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York. I would love to see that musical get nominated, but I don't know where it falls in terms of eligibility because of its run at the Kiln during the last season. But on the whole, I do think Oliver and Starlight Express, it's their year. It's their year. When it comes to plays, I saw a lot less of the plays this year, so I don't think my predictions carry as much weight. I do think Kyoto and The Years will both do well. These are shows that had previous runs during the season last year and have also come back into the West End. I think both of them will do very well. I think both of them will get Best New Play nods, and I think both of them will likely get some kind of recognition for acting. I think his name has gone out of my mind, but the actor who plays Don Perlman will definitely get a nod in Best Actor. I honestly would love to see the entire ensemble of The Years get a joint acting nomination, as they've done for other ensemble shows in the past. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case this year, but I think it would be very good to see that happen. And I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. I don't really think... If you're going to pick out one person, it might be Romola Garai, but I think it would be a disservice to just pull out one person. I think that show, every single character in that cast gets their moment to step up into the spotlight. I think they should be nominated together. Now, Jamie Lloyd's Shakespeare season is actually not all eligible this year because of the opening night cutoff. Much Ado About Nothing, which was the best received out of the Shakespeare season from Jamie Lloyd, is actually eligible next year. Because of this, I think the Lloyd Shakespeare season is probably going to be snubbed. I don't think we're going to see many nominations for it, if any. Honestly, when I think about it, plays feels like it could be anyone's game. I feel like this was a very even year for plays. There was a lot of really great ones, there's a lot of ones that I don't think are going to get much recognition at the awards. Spirited Away also is another play that we need to think about. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this follows Totoro in placing itself into entertainment. I don't think it's going to be as awarded as Totoro was. I think it's definitely going to get nods for design. And honestly, like, the puppetry and the set design of that show definitely deserves some nominations. I can see Slave Play sneaking its way into Best New Play. There's a lot of plays I missed this year, though, and I think there's going to be a lot when I'm watching the nominations that I'm like, yeah, I didn't catch that one. Oh, I forgot about that one. Oh, I didn't see that one. People, Places and Things is also an interesting case of a play returning. We've seen similar cases like Groundhog Day and Mary Poppins. That likely will mean that People, Places and Things can find itself, despite being the same production, in Best Revival, and I do think it's going to get a nod for that, and maybe also another nod for the lead actress from that show. Denise, go. Those are my general things. Thinking about categories, I do think that plays are going to dominate a lot of these joint awards again. As always, direction, I think, is going to lean very heavily towards plays. I honestly think Kyoto and The Years will both be nominated in direction. But those are my general predictions. Let's see how many I get right. Let's see what I forgot about as well. I bet there's a bunch of things that I forgot about. I want to be surprised. I want to see a lot of love for some of these musicals that I don't think are going to get loads of love. Something like Your Lie in April and Fangirls, I'd love to see get a sneaky nomination in here. So, Let's watch the stream. I'm trying to think just before I go into it, what plays have I forgotten? Oedipus is one that I didn't mention. I didn't manage to catch it. The one that was in the West End did very, very well. I think there's going to be a lot of plays that I forgot about. Some things at the National, maybe Ballet Shoes will get some love as well. But rip the Band-Aid off. Let's go.
Hello and welcome to the nominations announcement for the Olivier Awards 2025 with MasterCard. I'm Nicole Scherzinger and we're bloody excited to share this moment.
This is iconic.
So, without further ado, the nominees are...
Blue Eye Theatre Technology.
Okay, set design.
Best set design.
Let's have a think. Okay, I definitely think we're going to see Starlight in here. I'm not sure what else we're going to see.
John Borser for set design.
Oh, Spirited Away, of
Tony
course,
Ollie
yes.
And Daisy Beatty for puppetry design, and Satoshi Kiriyama for projection design.
That's going to be tough, Spirited versus Starlight. I do think Spirited will win.
Bradshaw for set design.
Ah, Ballet Shoes. Lovely, I just mentioned Ballet Shoes as well. Brilliant.
Ez Devlin for set design. For Coriolanus at the National Theatre, Olivier. Tom Scott for set design. For Fiddler on the Roof.
No Starlight?
Open Air Theatre.
No Starlight for
Light
set?
Award for Best Lighting Design.
What?
Paulie Constable and Ben Jacobs.
Okay, so we've got one for Fiddler. I was not expecting.
For Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet. Of
Okay, first
1812.
award for Great Comet as well. Great, okay. Okay, Starlight's best getting lighting is very fitting. But I'm gagged.
Idine Malone for Fiddler on the Roof at Regent's Park Open Air Theatre.
Maybe Fiddler's going to be the one that gets the most nominations. I can't believe that Starlight didn't get set design. But I think we've started to see the trend of Oliver, Starlight, Fiddler, I guess now is probably doing very well as well. I did say that this would be a good year for revivals. I just didn't expect Fiddler. Maybe Fiddler's going to be the one pushing instead of Hello Dolly. Maybe I made the wrong call there. Maybe it's going to be between the three of them. But then again, if they're not going to give Starlight as many nominations in the creator categories, I think it's going to lose out. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's between Oliver and Fiddler. I'm not mad. I mean, I am mad a little bit because Fiddler I missed, but...
Best Actor in a Supporting
Okay,
Role.
actor in a supporting role, so this is plays.
Jorge Bosch for
Oh,
Kyoto
Jorge
at
Bosch was
Best
so good in
Overall.
Kyoto.
Tom Eden for Waiting for Godot.
Oh,
at
wait,
Theatre
I
Royal
wasn't
Haymarket.
expecting any love for Waiting for
Elliot
Godot.
Levy for Giant. at
Giant!
Theatre
I forgot about
Downstairs
Giant.
at
Giant's
the
going to do
Royal
very
Theatre.
well.
Ben Whishaw for Bluets at Jowood Theatre Downstairs.
I
at
love...
the Royal Theatre.
Sorry, pausing for a second. I love how Ben Whishaw has been nominated. Has been nominated, but not for Waiting for Godot. Love that. Oh yeah, Giant's going to get a lot of love. Best acting nomination, best play, definitely. Probably best direction as well. Giant's going to do very well. Giant will probably be leading.
Best Actress in a Supporting Role.
Okay, if anything...
Sharon D. Clark for The Important.
Okay,
People
Sharon D. Clark,
at
definitely.
National
Let's
Theatre,
go.
Littleton. Romola Gary for Giant at Jowood.
I've been
Theatre
pronouncing her name wrong.
Downstairs. Romola Gary.
Imagine only having 4 nominees in a category and you are half of them. That does mean, however, that the years is not going to be a joint nomination, and I honestly think that is a real shame. Then again, supporting for her? Supporting? Surely they're all leading. I think that's a weird category to place them into.
Gina McKee for The Years.
Oh, okay. So half of this category is Romola Gary, and half of this category is the years. I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
Best Theatre
Okay,
Choreographer.
Starlight, MJ,
Matthew Borger.
probably Fiddler and Oliver.
The Gielgud Theatre. Julia Cheng.
Let's see if I get this one 100%. Come on.
Regent's Park Open Air
Come
Theatre.
on.
Hofesh Schechter.
Oedipus?
At the Old Vic. Christopher Wheeldon for MJ.
No Starlight nomination. Oh my god. So maybe Starlight is just not going to do well at the Oliviers. I honestly thought it had more of a chance. Wow. Okay, you know what? I chose the wrong revival, everyone.
Best
Costume design. I'm losing faith in Starlight getting this now. I don't think they're going to get it now.
Sachiko Nakahara for
Yeah, Spirited Away makes a lot of
Coliseum.
sense.
Tom Scott for Fiddler on the Roof.
Oh no, Starlight did get this one. Okay, good.
at Liverpool
Good.
Wembley Park Theatre.
Come on, if Starlight's going to get... Like, come on, Starlight definitely deserves a lot of these nominations in these design awards. Fiddler on the Roof is doing so well. I did not expect this.
D&B Audio Technic Award for Best Sound Design.
Okay,
Nicholas
Fiddler on the Roof again. Oh my god,
at Regent's Park
this is a Fiddler sweep.
Christopher Schutt for Oedipus.
Oedipus at Oldvik.
For the Year,
Oh,
the
okay.
Almeida Theatre and Harold Pinter Theatre.
Oh yeah, the design for the Years was great. I'm glad the Years is doing well.
London Coliseum.
The Years definitely deserves to lead
We're
in plays.
halfway through. That's our first 13 categories.
Okay, so Nicole Scherzinger has just told me we're halfway through the nominees. Apparently, I've not been paying good enough attention. I did not expect this amount of love for Fiddler, but you know what? I'm glad to see it. Then thinking about it, seeing as they're not giving as much love, I think I am going to be right. I think when it comes to like the main categories, I think I'm going to be right that Kiss Me Kate is going to be one to lose out. Because I do think, despite them snubbing Starlight in a couple of awards here, I do think it's going to do overall well, but just not as well as I expected. We've had a lot of good love for the Years. We've had a little bit of love for Kyoto, and I do think they're going to do better in some other categories, though. I do think they're going to get direction. I do think they're going to get best play. I do think the lead actor is going to get a nomination. I think the Years might be the one to kind of step above it, though. I do think the Years is probably going to get more. Oedipus is doing very well. Spirited is doing very well. This is interesting. We've got a lot of different categories that could shake things up next. Obviously, we're halfway through, but a lot of those were affiliate theatre, dance, opera that I don't normally cover as much. This is very interesting. I think we're in for a Fiddler on the Roof sweep. Okay, musical contributions. Benjamin Button, please. Benjamin Button, please.
Musical supervision and additional orchestration.
Okay, Fiddler.
Fiddler on the Roof at Regent's Park.
Fiddler, oh my god.
Darren Clark.
Yes! Okay, first nomination for Benjamin Button. I think it's going to mirror Mincemeat, just instead of being in supporting actor and leading actor, that they're going to get actor, actress, musical contribution, which used to be known as orchestrations, and best new musical. I feel strong on that. I feel strong on that. What else could be here? Maybe Comet? I'd be surprised if they don't say Comet. Seeing as they put a revival in here, I wouldn't be surprised if they said Oliver as well.
Musical direction, music supervision,
Or maybe even Dolly. Maybe this could be Dolly's one.
Curious Case of Benjamin Button at the Ambassadors Theatre. Dave Malloy.
There we go. Comet.
Orchestrations,
Very good.
music
Thank you,
music
because those are
supervision.
gorgeous. Those
Natasha
orchestrations are so
Pierre,
good.
Great
What's
Britain,
taking the last one?
1812 at the Donmar Warehouse. Asaf
Ballet
Zimmer,
shoes.
and Gavin Sutherland for dance
Oh.
arrangement and illustration for ballet shoes
I'm-
at the National Theatre Olivier.
I'm surprised.
Best actress in a supporting
Okay, we've seen so much love for Fiddler. I think we're going to see a lot of Fiddler love in these categories as well. Best supporting actress. This is where Mean Girls could possibly sneak in, but I don't think they will. I think if Prada gets anything, it's this and Best Actress. If it gets anything. But let's rip the Band-Aid off, let's see. Liv Andruzzi is the Olivier nominee! Oh my god, that's so good. There we go. Amy DiBartolomeo.
at the Dominion Theatre.
Maybe another Fiddler. There we go, Beverly Klein. I don't know Fiddler's cast very well, so I can't say who.
Memon, Natasha Pierre,
Ah, I'm very glad Maimouna Memon's got a supporting actress nomination. However, I think that Kat Simmons probably should have got a nod. I think she's probably one of my biggest snubs. Kat Simmons in her role in Comet was incredible. I think if they had 5, she definitely would have been here. Okay. Fiddler sweep. We are seeing it. We are here for it.
Best Actor in a Supporting Role.
Okay, actor. Mitchell Zangaza, maybe. But we haven't seen that much love for MJ. I would be surprised if he doesn't get it, but I'm kind of losing a bit of hope. I think Fiddler's going to get a lot of nods here too. I think Fiddler right now is on track to be like, not just like one of the most nominated shows this season, but like of all time, probably. It's doing very well. And there's also categories coming up that I think it would be more likely to get nominated in. Like leading actor, like actress as well. I will say I would love to see Noah Thomas in here for single, but I'm not sure. I think Oliver, depending on where they're going to put Simon Lipkin. I honestly think we could maybe see the young teen actor who's playing Artful Dodger get a nomination here as well. I think they're going to likely put Dodger into this category and then Simon Lipkin into leading actor. Who else could get it? I don't know.
Andy Nyman.
Oh, of course, Andy Nyman. Of course, Andy Nyman. How did I forget Andy Nyman?
Open Air Theatre. Leighton Williams.
Leighton Williams for Titanic. Oh, that's lovely.
Tom Zander.
Ah, okay. So Mean Girls has got a little bit of love. I could see Tom Zander getting this one. Do I think they're going to get leading actor? Probably not. Leading actress could possibly go to the actress playing Regina George. I could possibly see Georgina Castle getting leading actress. As I said, I'm very happy to see Mean Girls get acting nominations because that cast definitely deserve it. And Tom Zander did great. This is a great lot. I am sad that there's no love for Why Mr. Single, but Leighton Williams absolutely deserves a supporting actor nomination. Andy Nyman was great. This is a close category, actually. I can see a lot of these guys doing well. Happy with that.
Mean Girls at the Savoy Theatre. Noel Coward Award for Best New Entertainment.
Okay, this is where we find out. I think Spirited and Titanic will put themselves here. If we don't see a nomination now for Titanic, I think Titanic will take the 4th slot in Best New Musical.
Play. Ballet Shoes at the National Theatre.
Oh, this is going to be a tough category if Ballet Shoes has placed itself here. Oh my god. Spirited Away, yes, and the final one, Titanic.
Titanic.
Vindication! Am I good or am I good? Tell me I'm good. I'm so good. She's a predicting mastermind. Let's go. I couldn't tell you that Fiddler would be sweeping as much as it has, but I could tell you that Spirited Away and Titanic will be getting entertainment. This is a difficult category, my lord. Ballet Shoes, Spirited, Titanic, even Inside Number 9. Oh my god. This might be like one of the hardest categories to predict. I don't know how this one's going to go. Money, I think the Oliviers would probably award it to Ballet Shoes, though.
At the Criterion Theatre. Sir Peter Hall
Okay,
Award
Best
for
Director. You know what? Looking at how this has gone, I think there's going to be all plays except Fiddler. Now that we've seen how much they love Fiddler, I think there's going to be all plays but Fiddler. Kyoto, The Years, Fiddler, and I'm not sure what take the last one. Maybe Oedipus at the Wyndhams.
Alina Arbo for The Years.
Years, perfect. And also, I want to take a moment, a female director being nominated for Best Director. It is tragic how rare this is, but important to highlight when it does happen.
Old Pinter Theatre. Jordan
Fiddler on the Roof? Yes, I think that's going to be the only musical.
Open Air Theatre. Nicholas
Giant. Okay, Giant took the 4th. And then Kyoto. Come on, it's got to be Kyoto. Not Kyoto!
Wyndham's Theatre.
Oh, I think that's a crime. I think that's a tragedy. Oh, come on, Kyoto was so good.
Best Actress.
Okay, Best Actress. Seeing as the Years placed themselves into supporting, I think they would have given all of their cast supporting. So, I don't know how this is going to go. The Giant can't take anything in Best Actress, I don't think. I don't think they have a leading actress in that show. I think Leslie Manville could probably get Oedipus if they're going to place her there. If she didn't get a nod in supporting, she'll be Best Actress. What else could possibly get Best Actress? Maybe I don't think Romeo and Juliet's going to get any love. If it was going to be anything, it would probably be Freema Agyeman. Oh, this is tough. I'm not sure. Because I'd also say that Kyoto doesn't really have any that I've placed into Best Actress because the leading actress is really the wife, but I'd say that she's a supporting actress. Actress I can't really call. I think I'm going to be very surprised by this one.
Heather Agyapong for Shifter.
Oh, Shifter's got some love. Oh, I love that. Leslie Manville. There's 5 nominees in this one, I think, maybe.
For Mashional at the Old Vic. Mira Sayal for A Tupperware of Ashes at the National Theatre, Dorfman. Indira Varma.
There we go. Okay, so 5 nominees. And both of the Oedipuses, both the Oedipi have been nominated in leading actress. That's really cool. Yeah, I didn't catch a lot of these ones, so it makes a lot of sense. I couldn't really call this one that much. But, I mean, I got Leslie Manville. There we go.
For Oedipus at the Old Vic. Best Actor.
Okay, if the guy playing Don Perlman doesn't get it, I think I will go cry. Because Kyoto is not getting as much love as I thought it would. And I really think that is a shame. Something else we haven't seen a lot of love for is Slave Play as well. And that was really good. But I think that might get like a Best Play nod and not a Best Actor nod. Which is very surprising when you remember how well Slave Play did at the Tony Awards.
Adrian Brody.
Fear 13, he's just won his Oscar. Can he win his Olivier?
For Harry Clark.
Oh, I forgot about Harry Clark. Again, there's so many plays I forgot about.
For Death of England, Delroy at Soho.
Revival of Death of England. Yeah, John Lithgow makes a lot of sense. And then Kyoto, come on. Kyoto, come on.
Mark Strong.
What? No Kyoto love? The Olivier Awards just clearly didn't like Kyoto as much as I did, apparently. But some more love for Oedipus, some more love for Giant. Come on, Kyoto's got to get a Best Play nod. Come on, you can't leave me hanging.
Oedipus at the Wyndham's Theatre. Cunard Best Revival.
Okay, Best Revival of Play. Oedipus, probably Oedipus again.
The Importance of Being Earnest.
Importance of Being Earnest. Love that.
Machinal at the Old Vic.
Okay, cute. Wasn't expecting that one.
At the Wyndham's Theatre.
And
Waiting for Godot.
only one Oedipus getting revival. Interesting.
Piper Heidsieck Award for Best.
Okay. I think now that we've gone through, I think I was right that Fiddler is taking the 4th slot. However, it was not taking the 4th slot because it's done so well. It's taking like the 1st slot. It probably is going to win. Fiddler on the Roof, Hello Dolly, Starlight, Oliver. Let's go.
Revival. Fiddler on the Roof.
Fiddler on the Roof,
Regent's Park,
Oliver,
Theatre.
Hello Dolly, Starlight.
Hello Dolly at the London
There we
Palladium.
go.
Oliver.
Oliver
The Guild.
and Starlight.
Starlight Express.
There we go.
Troubadour, Wembley Park Theatre.
Well, at least I can guess the main awards. Let's see how right I am with musical. I think now that I've gone through these nominations, I don't think we're going to see... I don't think Why Am I Single is taking that 4th slot. So do you know what? It might be Prada. You know what? It might be Prada. Both Mean Girls and Prada have strong producers behind it. I want to see who's Best Leading Actress and Actor, because that may give me more of a clue in. But I honestly, now, looking at these nominees, think it's between Prada and Mean Girls for the 4th slot. So I'm saying John Dalglish, Declan Bennett, Miles Frost, the guy who plays Tevye. Those are my 4. But then I have Miles Frost. I think he's definitely going to get it. I think he's definitely going to get a nomination. And so is Simon Lipkin. They're not going to snub Simon Lipkin. Tevye, John Dalglish, Simon Lipkin, Miles Frost. Let's go with that. I'll say no Declan Bennett.
In a musical. John Dalglish.
There's 5 nominations. There's enough space for 5. Which means, yes, probably Declan Bennett. Okay. John Dalglish, yes. Adam Dunheiser is his name. Okay, brilliant.
At Regent's Park Open Air Theatre.
Very fitting, yes. Miles Frost, Simon Lipkin, and then Declan Bennett. Simon Lipkin, Declan Bennett.
At the Gielgud Theatre. Jamie Moscato.
Moscato in leading actor? Okay, first of all, incredible. Olivier nominee Jamie Moscato rings very well, and we love to see it. But that role's a supporting role. That's the supporting actor role. What are you doing here? Oh. I mean, I'm very, very happy, but very surprised, because I would have said that role is supporting. Oh my god.
For Natasha Pierre in The Great Comet of 1812 at the Donmar Warehouse. Best Actress in...
Okay, so we've seen all of the leading actor nominations have been 5 nominees, both in play and in musical. So it makes sense that actress will follow suit here as well. So Imelda Staunton's got it. Imelda Staunton's definitely going to be here. Probably Chamisa Dawnford-May then as well. You know, if they're going to class Anatole as a leading actor, then is Kat Simmons also a leading actress? Is that why she wasn't nominated in supporting? I wouldn't say that, but then again, I also wouldn't say that Anatole is leading either. I think Chamisa Dawnford-May, I think Claire Foster for Benjamin Button, then are going to match Operation Mincemeat, getting 2 acting nods, musical contributions, and best musical. The other 2, maybe Mean Girls. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Mean Girls got a nod. Would not be surprised if Mean Girls got a little bit of love. And then Vanessa Williams.
A musical. Misa Dawn
Show
of
for me,
May,
Storm of May.
Natasha
There we
Pierre
go.
in the Great
Lovely.
Comet of 1812 at the Donmar Warehouse. Lauren Drew.
Lauren Drew for Titanic. Wasn't expecting it, but very, very happy to see it. Lauren Drew commands that show. She's incredible. Absolutely deserving.
Titanic at the Criterion Theatre. Claire Foster.
Claire Foster. I am very happy. I'm very happy with that because I think I'm very right in the fact that we're going to see a lot of parallels from Mincemeat to Benjamin Button.
At the Ambassador's.
So Vanessa Williams.
Lara Pulver.
Oh, of course, Fiddler. Which means Vanessa Williams or Imelda Staunton. There's no way they're not going to give it to Imelda Staunton. So Vanessa Williams got snubbed for Best Actress. Wow. Wow. And Imelda Staunton. Imelda Staunton's got to be the last one. Yeah.
Imelda Staunton.
Wow. I think that's a huge snub. Looking at this now, it's hard to say because I can't even use these to make a final prediction on who's going to take the final musical slot. But if I'm thinking about Mean Girls versus Prada, I think they're probably going to give it to Prada. I would love to see a surprise nomination for Why Miss a Single, but I've kind of lost hope on that. Looking at what else they have shown some love for, it is still and very equally between Mean Girls and Devil Wears Prada.
Hello Dolly at the London Palladium. The Londoner Award for
Okay, Best New Play. Kyoto, Slave Play, but Slave Play hasn't got much love, but we have seen times before at the Olivier Awards where some shows are nominated in Best New Play, don't get any love in any other category, so I'm going to stick with Slave Play. Oedipus is going to go into Revival. Ballet Shoe's got Entertainment, so I do think Slave Play is going to come out on top. The Years is going to get a nomination here. What else got some love throughout the awards that would fit into Best New Play? Giant. I see, sometimes they nominate 5. If it's 4, I think it's The Years, Kyoto, maybe something else, but I'm going to say Slave Play and Giant. If it's 5, I can't even tell you what's going to take that 5th slot.
Best New Play. The Fear of 13.
Fear of 13, okay. I didn't catch that one, so it makes a lot of sense. This is a 4 nomination one, I think. Kyoto.
At Soho Place. Shifters.
Shifters love. Oh, let's go. And The Years. Okay, so Shifters and Fear of 13. You know what? Very happy with the Shifters love here. I wish Kyoto got some more love. It's between Giant and The Years, and I do think it's going to go to Giant at the end of the day, but very, very interesting.
At the Almeida Theatre and the Harold Pinter Theatre. MasterCard.
Okay.
New music.
Final predictions, Best Musical. Comet, Benjamin Button, and MJ are going to get the main 3. I think they're going to get. I think they're the main 3, and then it's between Prada and Mean Girls. I'm going to say Prada. I might be wrong, but I am going to say Prada. Okay.
The
Curious Case, Benjamin Button. Yep.
At the Ambassador's Theatre. MJ.
Yep.
At the Princess
Comet.
Theatre. Natasha Pierre in the Great Comet of 1812.
Prada.
At the Donmar Warehouse. Why Am I So Single?
I should have stuck to my guns. I should have stayed there. I should have said it. I knew it. I knew it. I lost hope. Okay, I lost a bit of hope. I lost a little bit of hope that they wouldn't do it, but they did it. They did it. Yes. I knew it in my heart of hearts. Okay, I knew it in my heart of hearts. Okay, so that's all of the nominees. I have to say, I was not expecting an absolute sweep from Fiddler on the Roof, but you know what? Definitely deserved. I was expecting a lot more love for Hello Dolly. I knew it was going to be kind of on the back foot in a very strong revival year, but I was expecting a little bit more love for it, if I'm perfectly honest. I think the nominees that they've got are definitely right, and I think they will likely win Best Actress for Imelda Staunton. So, like, even though they're not the most nominated, they're likely going to get a win at the end of the day. Love to see the Titanic love, because I only thought I was really going to get, like, Best Entertainment, but seeing them also get those acting nods, very, very deserved. I'm very happy there's at least some love for Why Am I So Single. I wish that, you know, Joe Foster was put into acting, or I mean, we're still at a point in the Olivier Awards where we don't have gender-neutral categories, and I don't know how they are handling these. It might be a similar case to, like, the Tonys, where they're just asked which one they want to go into, which isn't really right, but I would have liked to see Joe Foster get some love. I think Mean Girls and Prada both getting nominations is very nice to see. As I said, I think that if they're going to get anything, they were only really going to get acting nominations. I was expecting Vanessa Williams, though. I'm very surprised that she didn't get a nomination. But a tough year for leading actresses. I think a big snub is Mitchell Zangaza for MJ. I think his middle Michael is one of the best parts of that show. I think they're only one off, but I do think the frontrunner from looking at the awards is probably actually Comet. I think Comet's got 5 nominations, which does put Benjamin Button on the back foot a little bit, but I wouldn't fret yet people who really want to see Benjamin Button win, because I do think it is mainly between those two for Best New Musical this year. Which way they'll go, I'm not 100% sure, but it might be the transfer. Seeing as last year's winner, Operation Mincemeat, was the homegrown musical in Operation Mincemeat, they may go a different way this year, but we don't know how that's going to play out. And obviously Benjamin Button is a very different musical to Operation Mincemeat. Even though they're both like fringe grown, they have very different tones. I really do want to see Benjamin Button win, but if Comet wins, then every single Best Musical nominee from the 2017 Tony Awards will have won Best Musical over here, and honestly, that's so funny. Knowing that every musical nominated that year at the Tonys will have won over here is very funny, if Comet does take it over Benjamin Button. Fiddler, is that the most nominations in Olivier history? It's got to be, surely. That got so much love. So much love I was not expecting, but very, very happy to see. Am I slightly mad that one of the only musicals I didn't see this year is the frontrunner? Yep. But it's fine. I'm fine. You're fine. We're all fine. I think Fiddler was the one where I was the most wrong. I mean, I was right with Jamie Lloyd Shakespeare getting snubbed. Spirited won't be as awarded as Totoro. I was right on that. Plays will once again dominate direction. Very right about that. No love for People, Places and Things, though. I was expecting at least the Best Revival nomination for that. So I was wrong with that. I was wrong with Slave Play. The Years and Kyoto will both get Best New Play, which I was right about, but they liked The Years a lot more than they liked Kyoto. A lot of snub musicals. Yep, exactly correct. Two Strangers, Your Lie in April, Single, even though they did get nominations. Mean Girls and Prada definitely could have got some more awards in there. Titanic definitely did put itself into entertainment. Kiss Me Kate was the snub from revivals. And my initial shout that Why Am I Single would take the 4th slot in musical was correct. And I think the one I'm most proud of is predicting that Benjamin Button will parallel Operation Mincemeat and get the exact same amount of nominations in very similar categories in acting, actress, musical contributions, and Best New Musical. I'm very happy with that. Even if I was wrong with my main prediction, being that Starlight and Oliver will lead in musical nominations, seeing as Fiddler has, by and large, succeeded them. I'm very happy with this year's nominations, and honestly, being able to sit here and say, Liv Androusier, Olivier nominee, very, very happy about that. As someone who loved her in Ride, it's very good to see her do well. But what do you think? What is your biggest shock out of this year's Olivier nominees? Who are you rooting for? I'm going to be making loads more Olivier Awards content this year. We're going to have a survival guide. We're going to have my predictions on the winners. So stay tuned and make sure you subscribe to catch all of that content when it comes out. If you did enjoy this video, please consider hitting like and subscribe. It really helps me out to the channel. Here's some links to some other videos on screen right now, and then a link to my Instagram if you want to drop me a follow over there. There's other social links and a merch store in the description down below. But that's it for me today, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.